When 13th century started, Muslims as a whole were in a critical era. At that time a new empire appeared on the world map. Under the command of Genghis Khan, when its army from Mongolia attacked on other territories for expansion of its empire. Then one side, it extended from East Europe to Middle Europe. On other side it reached Siberia, Indo-Pak subcontinent, China and Iran were able to assert their power very quickly. The oppression and brutality set by Mongol army was one of its kinds, and will remain an example till end of this world. All major kingdoms of the world were breaking away in front of Mongols' oppression. On the other hand, Khwarezm Empire had conquered Khorasan, Iran, Syria and many territories of Seljuks in Iraq. At that time they were enjoying their golden era. The hurricane of Genghis Khan along with its all brutalities moved towards Khwarezm Empire and destroyed it fully. After the destruction of this empire, the Turks tribe who were living there started migrating towards a safer place. Among those most of the tribes were shepherds and Bedouin. Wherever they saw green area and the water, they camped. From these Turk tribes, some settled in Iran and Syria, whereas a few migrated towards Egypt. Among those Turk tribes, there was a tribe named Kai. Kai tribe was bigger and stronger than other tribes. This tribe was full of warriors. Suleiman Shah was the leader of this tribe. Kai tribe under the leadership of Suleiman Shah left their native country Khorasan. After wandering around different countries decided to go towards Syria. On the way, while crossing river Euphrates, Suleiman Shah drowned and died. Suleiman Shah had 4 sons: Sungartekin, Gundogdu, Er Tughrul, Dundar. After the death of Suleiman Shah, the Kai tribe was dispersed. Sungartekin and Gundogdu along with their families and many companions went to Alat. Those who remained chose Er Tughrul Ghazi as new leader of Kai tribe because of his valor and bravery. Er Tughrul Ghazi was a brave, fearless, and warrior person who knew best to defend his tribe. So he, along with his younger brother Dundar Bey and around 420 families, started his journey towards Asia Minor and entered in Seljuk Empire. During those days, Sultan Ala-ad-Din Kaykubat was the ruler of Seljuk Empire, who was very famous for his justice. When Er Tughrul Ghazi along with his tribe was going to Konya to take refuge under Sultan Ala-ad-Din Kaykubat, on the way near Ankara he saw 2 forces fighting each other. He did not know any one of them, but by realizing the fact that one force was weak while the other one was stronger, he along with his small group of members which were around 444, decided to help the weak group. And all of a sudden he attacked the opponent army with intensity. The opponent army got scared and realized that they got help from anywhere. Being on the verge of victory they lost the battle. Later, Er Tughrul Ghazi came to know that the army whom he helped was the army of Sultan Ala-ad-Din Kaykubat. There are 2 points of view regarding the opponent army. Some say that it was the army of Byzantine, while majority claim that they were Mongolians. Sultan Ala-ad-Din Kaykubat was pleased with the bravery of Er Tughrul Ghazi, and his tribe was given the area of Karaka Dag near Ankara in its empire. It was a hilly area. Kai tribe settled there. It is said that Sultan Ala-ad-Din had given this area to the Kai tribe so that the borders of this side can be protected from the attacks from Byzantine's army. Sultan allowed them to conquer the areas along the border and add them to the empire. This area was connected with the Byzantine's border. In a very short span of time, Er Tughrul impressed everyone with his bravery. After some time, Sogat city was also allotted to Er Tughrul Ghazi by Sultan. The result of these victories was that many other Turkish tribes also joined Er Tughrul Ghazi and accepted him as their chief. Thus the power of Er Tughrul Ghazi increased day by day, and his influence began to be established in surrounding areas. For a landlord to get such power and influence could have been a matter of concern for Sultan al-ad-Din. But due to internal disorder and rebellions from state chiefs in Asia Minor, the Seljuk Empire was at the last stage of decline. Although the glory of Seljuks was still prominent in Konya, but the government's scope was very limited. On one side, the Mongolians had occupied a large area, while on the other, Christian forces had reoccupied many old Byzantine provinces. Beside this, many Seljuk leaders had established autonomous governments. The borders areas were usually in state of war, and there was always a threat of attack from Mongols. In such a situation, instead of getting worried from the victories of Er Tughrul Ghazi, Sultan had a sigh of relief, so he rewarded to Er Tughrul Ghazi. So, at a location between Yeni city and Bursa, as a deputy of al-ad-Din. When Er Tughrul Ghazi defeated a united army of Mongols and Byzantines, Sultan rewarded this city as well to Er Tughrul, and he named the entire state Sultanuni. He also made Er Tughrul Ghazi the commander of his front-line army troop. In this vast area, Sultanuni, there were numerous castles besides landless pastures and fertile lands. But most of the area of Sultanuni was occupied by stubborn leaders. And in order to fully establish his authority, Er Tughrul Ghazi, and later on his son Osman Ghazi, had to fight for a long period. In 1281 and according to some others in 1288, Er Tughrul Ghazi died at the age of 90. Halim Hatun, wife of Er Tughrul Ghazi, was the daughter of Seljuk Prince Ghiyath ad-Din Masud. Halim Hatun gave birth to 3 sons, Gunduz, Sabchi and Osman. After the death of Er Tughrul Ghazi, his successor was his youngest son Osman Ghazi. Osman Ghazi, like his father, was a true Muslim, brave and courageous person. He also continued the series of victories. In 1299, when Seljuk Empire was completely over, Osman Ghazi announced his autonomous government in all his conquered areas. Thus the Ottoman Empire was established separately from the Seljuk Empire. So a new empire appeared on the world map which survived for more than 600 years.